you so much for being here. Thank you for joining us for this class on the truth about Kundalini. We're going to start with practice, but before we begin our practice, there is something I want to ask you, and that's whether you've heard that Kundalini is dangerous. Sooner or later, this is something that you're going to hear. And so today I want to help you understand exactly what Kundalini is and exactly what believing this myth that Kundalini is dangerous is costing you. So we'll do a practice. We're going to begin with practice, and we're going to use a few of the elements that we use in the Kundalini Awakening process. We use pranayama, breathing techniques. We do work to strengthen the nervous system. And we'll also do some third chakra activation. These are three key elements to awakening, because although Kundalini is definitely not dangerous, the awakening process is not necessarily easy. And I'll speak to that after class. I do hope you can stay behind and have a listen after class. I will explain exactly what Kundalini is. It is not unique to Kundalini Yoga. And I'll explain how all this work is based on my online course that's just open today for enrollment, the Foundations of Teaching Kundalini Awakening Yoga. But this course is not just for teachers. This course is for anyone who wants to understand how Kundalini can serve your life. And I think it's a super important discussion, because teachers also have to understand that you need far more than just tools and techniques to be effective as a teacher. We need far more than just tools and techniques to be effective in our lives. And this is why we do these practices, so that they can have a very real impact on our lives, on our relationships, on how we're moving through the world. And we will be moving through the world again. I know we're all feeling a little bit stuck, but that's all coming to a close. So we want to be ready for the next chapter and what that next chapter can look like for you. So those of you who are not familiar with this practice, I see a lot of familiar faces here. I see some of the students from the Self-Mastery Series community, so thank you for being here. Those of you who are new to me, this practice is a little bit different. If you've done Kundalini before, it's also different than the Kundalini that you may have experienced. This is a completely unique way of approaching the Kundalini practice. You'll see some familiar elements. We'll be doing breath of fire, that rapid pumping action at the belly where you inhale and exhale through the nose. Remember, it's a detoxifying and an energizing breathing technique, but it can make you feel a little bit dizzy, a little bit lightheaded. That's all part of the cleansing process. If that happens anywhere along the way, just slow down, sit down, but stay focused inward. Don't drop out of the practice. Don't get frustrated if there isn't something you can do. Just do what you can do. Stop and rest anytime you need to. This is the beauty of Kundalini Awakening Yoga. There are no levels. There are no perfect postures. You don't have to tie your body up into knots to experience the benefits of the poses. It's breath, it's movement, it's reconnecting with that innate joy that's there for you to access. It's about getting into that potential that's there inside of you, that Kundalini energy. And we'll speak to that later. So let's hop on our mats. Remember, just do what feels right in your body. Stop and rest anytime you need to. If you feel any pinching type pain in your joints, pull back. You want to challenge yourself, but don't push yourself past your limits. Okay. So let's get started. Come sitting tall on your mat. Spine straight, chin parallel to the floor. Extend your hands out over your knees, thumb and index finger pressed together. Now close your eyes and go inward. Breathe deep, long, deep inhale. Full and complete exhale. Breathing deeply, long, deep inhale. Full and complete exhale. We're going to begin with a mantra. Om Namo Gurudev Namo, and we're going to repeat it 3 times. Bring your hands to heart center, rub your palms together briskly. Press the thumbs right up against the sternum. Pull the shoulders way back. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. Inhale deeply and hold. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Stay connected to that place of peace deep inside. With the eyes closed, exhale. One more deep and powerful inhale. Fill the heart. And exhale. Release the arms, shake it out, let it go. Plant the palms to the floor, roll over your knees and cross your ankles. Starting with cat-cow, warming up the spine. Inhale, gaze skyward, belly sags. Exhale, gaze to the floor, round the spine. Inhale, gaze skyward. Exhale, look to the earth. Starting off slowly, pick up the pace as the body allows, and whenever you can, close your eyes. Inhale, gaze skyward. And exhale, walk yourself back till you're sitting tall on your heels. If this puts any pressure on your knees, bring the legs into easy pose. Put your palms under your thighs, the hands don't move. Inhale, pull the heart center through the arms. Inhale forward, exhale back, keep the chin parallel to the floor. Breathe powerfully. Inhale forward, exhale back. Don't drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, pull the heart center forward. And exhale, sit tall. Interlace the fingers, press the palms away, reach the arms all the way up. If it feels okay on your neck, gaze skyward. Pump your belly, breath of fire, pulling in and up on the belly with every exhale. Breathe through the nose. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, keep reaching. Inhale, reach higher. Keep reaching, exhale. Release the hands, palms face forward. Inhale, reach high. On the exhale, lower the palms all the way to the earth. Come up into tabletop. From here, option to stay exactly as you are and just work with the mantra. The mantra is Had, H-A-R, and Hari, H-A-R-I. Either stay exactly as you are or step all the way back to plank. Press all the way back, open the knees wide. Had, pull the body forward into plank. Hari, be mindful of the body. Had, Hari, 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 Had, Hari. 3 more. Had, Hari, Had, Hari. Last time. Had, Hari. Inhale. Hold it here. Exhale. One more deep inhale. On the exhale, press back, down dog. From here, bring the body forward, coming in towards plank, but let the belly sag. Check in with your body if it's too much for the shoulders, the wrists, the low back, knees to the floor. Had, draw in and up on the belly as you press back. Hari, coming forward. Had, you can drop to your knees. Hari, had, 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 Hari. Just do what you can. Had, Hari, had, Hari, had, Hari, had, Hari, had, Hari, had, Hari. 3 more. Had, Hari, had, Hari. Last time. Had, Hari. Inhale. Hold it here. Exhale. One more deep inhale. On the exhale, bend the knees deeply. Walk the feet to the outside of the hands. Sink the buttocks down low till the back is parallel to the floor. If it's too much, stand all the way up and work with the breath. Reach the hands through the legs. Hands come to the tops of your feet. Keep the back parallel. Gaze to the floor. Pump your belly. Breath of fire. Just do what you can. If you need to come out of the posture, keep working with the breath. The breath is making you feel dizzy. Just go to long, deep breathing. Inhale, hold it, exhale. One more deep inhale. On the exhale, bring the hands forward, sink the buttocks all the way down. Keep the fingertips on the floor. Bring the feet together as if you were coming into frog pose. Up on the balls of the feet, the heels are touching. Draw the belly back. Again, if it's too much for the knees, stand up, modify. Fingertips to the floor. Had, make fists with the hands. Draw the hands up towards the armpits. Hari, had, 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 Hari. Stay steady. Had, Hari, 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 had, Hari. Had, Hari. Just 3 more. Had, Hari, had, Hari. Last time. Had, Hari. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Fingertips to the floor. If you need to shake out the legs, go right ahead. Keep the heels touching and up off the floor. Bring the legs almost to straight. Had, come down, gaze skyward. Hari. And again. Had, Hari. Close your eyes when you get comfortable with the movement. Had, Hari. Had, Hari, 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 had, Hari. Stay with it. Had, Hari, had, Hari, had, Hari, had, Hari, had, Hari, had, Hari. Had, Hari, had, One more, deep inhale and exhale. Be honest with yourself. If you need to modify, come out of the pose. Really be mindful of the knees. Keep the belly drawing back, keep it activated. Fingertips to the floor, had, fists up towards your armpits, hari, had, hari, had, hari, had, hari, had, hari. You can find a point on the floor to gaze at to help you balance. Had, hari, 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 had, hari. Three more, had, hari, had, hari. Last time, had, hari. Inhale, hold it, exhale, one more deep inhale. Exhale, fingertips to the floor, set the feet wide, full squat. From here, extend the arms, clap your hands here one time, had, all the way to standing, clap overhead, hari. Now, if you have issues with your knees, remember, modify, just come into a standing squat, right here, up to you, had, hari, 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 had, hari. Three more, had, hari, had, hari. Last time, had, hari. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, inhale, reach higher. On the exhale, turn the palms to face forward. Set the feet really wide on your mat. Soften your knees to protect the low back. Hit the floor one time. Let's go. Had, up overhead. Hari. Really let it go. Had, hari, 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 had, hari. Three more, had, hari, had, hari. Last time, had, hari. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, keep reaching, inhale, reach higher. Keep reaching, exhale. Pivot the feet a little bit closer. Bring the hands to heart center as you come down to standing squat or all the way down. Had, reach the arms, open them wide as if you're funneling energy into your heart on hari. Coming down, had, hari, 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 had, hari. Just three more. Had, hari, had, hari. Last time. Had, hari. Inhale. Hold it, exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale, turn the palms to face forward again. Pivot the feet even wider, soften the knees. One time, hit the floor, had, clap overhead, hari, and go. Had, hari, 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 had, hari. Three more. Had, hari, had, hari. Last time. Had, hari. Inhale. Hold it, exhale. One more deep inhale, reach high. On the exhale, lower the arms just to the level of the shoulders. Palms face forward. Spread your fingers wide. Standing squat all the way down. Bring the elbows back, pressing the heart open. When you're ready, had, extend the arms. Hari, had, 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 hari. Three more. Had, hari, had, hari. Last time. Had, hari. Inhale. Hold it, exhale. One more deep inhale. On the exhale, make fists with your hands, but keep your thumbs pointing out. Hold it here. Left thumb points to the floor, right thumb points to the sky. If the legs need a break, take one and just work with the arms. Start with the left thumb pointing down, hard, and then the right, hari, left thumb points to the sky. Stay as you are or moving in and out of a squat. Hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari. Keep the arms moving. Hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari. Stay steady. Hard, hari, 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 hard. Keep those arms moving. Hard, hari, 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 hard, hari. Keep the arms moving. Bring the feet almost together. Left leg up and then the right. Keep the arms moving. Hard, hari, 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 hard, hari. Remember, your thumbs are moving in opposite direction. Hard, hari. We're working on the brain a little bit, working on the nervous system. Keep it going. Hard, hari, 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 hard, hari. Keep going. Hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari. Keep those arms up. You can do this. Hard, hari, 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 hard, hari. Three more like this. Hard, hari, hard, hari. Keep the arms moving. Step the feet wide again. One more round of squats. Hard, hari, 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 hard, hari. Just a little bit longer. You've got this. Hard, hari, 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 hard, hari. Okay, just one more round. Hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari. Back to standing. Hard, hari, hard. Keep the arms going. Hard, hari, hard. I'm getting confused. Hari, hard, 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 hari, hard. Last little bit with the arms. You can do this. Hard, hari, 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 hard, hari. Last little bit. Hard, hari, 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 hard. Almost there. Hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari. For real, almost there. Stay steady. Hard, hari, 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 hard. Two more. Hard, hari, Had, Hari. Both thumbs point to the sky. Inhale. Hold it right here. Exhale. Turn the palms to face the sky. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Keep the arms as they are. Palms face the sky. Arms overhead. Left leg up. Had. Arms just to the level of the shoulders. Hari. Other side. Had, Hari. 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 Stay steady. Had, Hari. 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 Had, two more. Had, Hari. Had, Hari. Hold the arms here. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Pull the belly back. Find the strength there. Keep the arms up, but keep them completely relaxed. Let them just float here in space. No struggle. Let go of the struggle. Let go of the struggle now. Find all the strength on the inhale that you need. Breathe it in now. Deep inhale. And on the exhale, let the struggle go. Breathe in all the strength you need. Breathe it in now. Inhale. And hold it here. Exhale. Stay with it. Feet either all the way together or separated hip distance to help you balance. You can stay in standing. When you're ready, weight in the heels. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, sink down low. Palms touch overhead. Had to the level of the shoulders. Hari. Had, Hari. Had, Hari. Had, Hari. Had, Hari. Had, Hari. Had, Hari. Had. Three more. Had, Hari. Had, Hari. Last time. Had, Hari. Inhale. Hold it here. Exhale. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Weight in the heels. Pull the belly toward your spine. Inhale. Come to standing. Exhale. Stay right here. Turn the palms to face forward. Step the feet wider. Bend the knees slightly. Twist to your left. Right palm to the heart. Had. Twist the other way. Left palm to the heart. Hari. Had. 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 Hari. Had, 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 Hari. Three more. Had, Hari. Had, Hari. Last time. Had, Hari. Inhale, spread the arms wide. Exhale, stay here. Reach the fingertips away from each other. Inhale, breathe deep. Exhale, now inhale, reach the arms up high. Set the feet even wider, soften the knees, hit the floor one time. Had, cup overhead, Hari, and go. Had, Hari. 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 Three more. Had, Hari. Had, Hari. Last time. Had, Hari. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, keep reaching. Inhale, reach higher. On the exhale, return your arms to the level of the shoulders, palms face forward. Make fists with your hands, thumbs point to the sky. Bring the feet a little bit closer. Cross the right leg over the left and come all the way to seated. If you need to use your hands to help you get to seated, it's okay. Stay steady. Draw in at the level of the belly. Really feel that mantra. Activate that third chakra energy. Bring your thumbs under your shoulders. Had. Bring your wrists to touch behind your head. Had. Elbows to the level of the shoulders. Had. Extend the arms. Hari. Had. 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 Hari. Had. Had. Keep going. Let go of the struggle. Use the mantra to support you and use that third chakra strength. You can do this. Had. Had. Don't turn everything into a great big drama. You can do this. Stay steady, stay strong. Had, hari. 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 Had, remember the wrists touch behind your head. Keep going. Had, hari. 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 Had, 30 seconds more. Hari. Had, 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 10 seconds. Hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Hold it here, inhale. Hold it right here, exhale. One more deep inhale and exhale. Keep the arms exactly as they are. Stay steady, stay strong. You can do this. You can do this. If you need to use your hands to help you come to standing, go right ahead. If you can, stand all the way up, separate your feet. We're only going to do this one more time. You've got this. Left thumb points to the floor, right thumb points to the sky. Stay as you are or move in and out of the squat. Had, change the position of the hands. Hari, had, hari. Had, hari, 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 had, hari. Don't give up now. Last 30 seconds. Had, hari, 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 had, hari. Stay steady. Had, hari, 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 had. Come to standing. Both thumbs point to the sky. Inhale. Hold it here. Exhale. Breathe deep. Inhale. Hold it, exhale, inhale, reach the arms up high, palms face forward, exhale. Bring the feet almost together, inhale, reach high, on the exhale, drop down to your knees. Inhale, reach high, on the exhale, palms to the floor. Option to stay exactly as you are, moving from here. This is it, you can do this. Step all the way back to plank if it feels okay for your body. Hold the belly up. Bending the elbows, slowly come down. Had, press up, hari, had, hari, had, hari, had, hari. Last time, had, hari. Inhale. And on the exhale, lower the body all the way to the floor. Use your hands to roll over onto your back. Drop both knees into your chest. And rock the body side to side. And from here, extend the legs all the way to the floor. Bring your arms to the sides with the palms facing the sky. Soften. Find that place of surrender, that place of release. The body be heavy. Just let yourself Go. Stay exactly as you are. Stay exactly as you are. Deepest inhale to wake up the heart. Deep inhale. Full and complete exhale. Again, really breathe deep. Deep inhale. And full and complete exhale. Rub the soles of the feet and the palms together over top of the body, stimulating all 72,000 nerve endings. And tuck your hands underneath your knees and rock up and back on your spine and come sitting tall. Bring the hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Pull the shoulders way back. Keep breathing deep into your heart. Deep inhale and exhale. We'll close with one long Satnam. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And inhale to close. Inhale. Sat Nam. Satnam. So we did a few different things during our class, and as I mentioned before we started, that we would be using breath of fire. Breath of fire is a cleansing technique. It cleanses the body, it energizes the body, but most significantly, it works on third chakra activation. Third chakra is a very important center for the beginning of the release of your Kundalini energy. So what is this energy? What is Kundalini? Now, Kundalini is not exclusive to Kundalini Yoga. Kundalini, raising our Kundalini, or really awakening to our Kundalini, is the point of all yoga. It's where we aim, to get. Where is it we aim to get? We aim to start living fully as ourselves and awaken to our potential. But this awakening is what's difficult. Not that Kundalini is dangerous. It's this awakening that is difficult because we have to face reality, because we have to face ourselves, because we have to face what stands between us and living that awakened state, us and stepping into our potential. And what that is all of the stuff of the lower chakras that we try to bypass by having these transcendent spiritual experiences. We all want to trip out. We all want to be living in these bliss states. And that's really not what it's about. There are two ways that the energy pathways run in the body. There's the ascendant energy. Yes, bringing energy to these higher energy centers, but it's also equally important to work on grounding this energy so that you can really be living your life fully, grounding ourselves, preparing ourselves for these insights that show us exactly how we stand in our own way of living into our potential, of living that awakened life, of living our lives fully. One of my greatest frustrations is all of these myths and misconceptions about Kundalini, because it keeps people from practicing something that can change their lives so quickly and so profoundly. And that was my experience. And I had to go through all sorts of struggles to stay on this path and find a way that would work for me, that I could continue to practice this, because the more I studied, the more confused I got. And I'm sure there's many of you here that have wanted to explore Kundalini and you're not really sure what you're getting into. Am I getting into a cult? Is it a religion? And I went through all of the same, all the same questions, all of the same confusion around it. And it is what all yoga practices aim to do, is to awaken us to our Kundalini energy. Kundalini Yoga is one way of getting there. This practice I offer you, Kundalini Awakening Yoga, is another way of getting there. And it is based on the work that I've done over the last 25 years. So that's, that's what your Kundalini energy is. It is your untapped potential. It is what you're capable of. The awakening is awakening to your true self, and awakening to all of the resistance that you put up without even realizing it, to experiencing that awakening. Because this is why we have to do this nervous system preparation. I said we did this breath of fire to work on that third chakra activation, but all the stuff that we were doing with our arms that felt so uncomfortable, it was definitely also engaging that third chakra to keep the arms up. It was engaging the heart chakra. It was also doing deep work on the nervous system, because when those insights come up, when those revelations come up, when you realize what you're doing to yourself, and blaming everybody else in the world for why your life isn't working, when those revelations come, they're unsettling. So we prepare the system mentally, emotionally, physically. Strong body, strong mind, strong mind, strong body. Now, that doesn't mean you have to do everything to benefit. It doesn't mean you have to keep up with every single pose. The more you do, you will increase your strength, but it still doesn't mean that you have to be able to do everything to benefit. I've had people that have come to my classes post-surgery that haven't even been able to move their bodies, and have benefited from that group energy, from immersing themselves in the mantra, from working with the breath work. It's not about being able to do these really complicated poses to benefit. And when you start looking at yoga, you start to believe that myth that unless I can do a one-hand handstand, I'm not really doing yoga. Unless I can do these really complicated poses, I'm not really excelling at yoga. If you're excelling in your life, you're excelling in yoga. If your life is peaceful, if you have a calm mind, if there's peace in your home, if there is love in your heart, then you are excelling at yoga. But we want to work through these lower chakra energies so that we can start living the life we're meant to be living. So I also wanted to share with you that today I have opened up enrollment to my course, The Foundations of Teaching Kundalini Awakening Yoga. And this is a course that I've been teaching for many, many years, and I'm finally taking it online this year. I didn't want to take it online mainly because it's my opportunity to meet you all live when we work together, but it's just not possible this year. That's one of the reasons why I'm taking it online. The other reason is, and it's very, very important to know, and you may not have interest in this at the moment, but just have a listen. As you do these courses, any of my courses, the Self-Mastery series or this Foundations of Teaching Kundalini Awakening Yoga, you accumulate course credits towards your teacher training certification. And this year only, you can do your complete 200-hour certification, 100% online. And this is probably not going to happen again. As far as we know, it's not going to happen again, but this is the Yoga Alliance, our governing body for certification, is allowing students to complete their training 100% online. So I'm just going to share for just a few moments about this training, and then I have Raquel here on this call to answer questions if you have any questions about the training that's just open for enrollment. So first, I want to share that the way I approach teacher training is completely unique. There's no other system out there that is set up in this way. And what that is in two completely separate parts, because I believe that the personal development arm of the teacher training is as important or even more important than the tools and techniques aspect of the training. Right now, the course that's just open for enrollment is this tools and techniques aspect of the training. So that's that course is for you if you've been wondering, what kind of practices can I do, or what kind of practices can I teach my students if I want to work on heart chakra activation, or if I want to work on improving my intuition, or what meditations can I choose to do these things? What do I use for anger? What do I use for insomnia? What do I use for anxiety? All of these mental, physical, emotional states. You can create classes. This is the difference between the Kundalini classes that I teach and other methods of Kundalini. I will show you how to create your own classes to address all of these issues, and I'll also show you how to draw on the traditional classes if you want to go that route. So you will learn different breathing techniques that you can use, mantra, mudra, meditations, and these completely unique classes. That's the tools and techniques aspect of the training, the foundations of teaching Kundalini Awakening Yoga. That's the course that open for enrollment right now. Now that course is worth 60 hours of training credits. On its own, it does not complete a full teacher training. If you already have a teacher training certificate of any kind, then this 60-hour training is what certifies you to teach this style of yoga. So that will make a complete training what you have from before, plus learning the key differences between Kundalini and other styles of yoga, which is what you get in the foundations of teaching. If you're just starting out on your teacher training journey, but if you want to take advantage of this one-time offer with Yoga Alliance to get your entire teacher training certification online, you could sign up for the foundations of training right now. And you can consider also signing up right now for the complete self-mastery series. You may have heard me speak to that portion of the training before. It's the course that's already underway, but you can jump in right now and complete that training with us. And that's the personal development piece. And I really believe it is the piece that is missing, really sorely missing in a lot of trainings, is that deep dive into our inner work. And without that, you can't gain the confidence that you need to teach others, because then there's always the danger of teaching from a place of ego. You want to have that inner security, that unshakable faith that you are doing the right thing for your students, that you are there to serve, that you become that clear channel, that you understand your students are not there for you. They are there to have an experience of themselves. And if you cannot do this deep inner work, then it becomes an ego-based practice. And when you teach, you're teaching with, when I say hooks from this needy place. Your work is to empower your students so they can go off and have their own journey with you. Yoga is not meant for them to cripple them or to need you or to become dependent on you. This is an empowering practice. You empower yourself to empower others in a healthy way, in the healthiest way possible. So you're working on your confidence, on gaining that unshakable faith in yourself, on reducing your anxieties, on overcoming your fears, and on tapping into your intuition so you can teach from that place. So you become a clear conduit for those teachings, where you unhook from the drama, you unhook from the ego, you unhook from your insecurities. I am actually really excited to share this course with you. And even though, as I said, I didn't initially want to take this particular course online. Teaching online is not new for me. I've been teaching trainings online since 2014. I've done a lot of work in figuring out a system that works for you, and we make the courses so that they are both pre-recorded, so you have all the important information you need at your fingertips at all times forever. And then we have our live calls where we can interact, because such a big part of the learning happens by you asking questions, by you engaging in community, and you are gonna love this community. And I know some of you are here on this call, and I really, really appreciate you being here. I know that some of you are really hoping that I would get into some of the details of this training right now. And I will tell you that, again, I've tried to make this course as user-friendly as possible so that you won't be overwhelmed with material. I try to simplify everything. I try to make it clear, really, really clear, so that you can get to using these tools right away, whether that's for yourself or to teach others. So remember, if you already have a teaching certificate, all you need to do is take the Foundations of Teaching course to be able to teach this style of yoga. That's it. You can choose to also add the Self-Mastery series courses. That's up to you. I think that that makes the most complete journey of training, but you don't have to do it all at once. Those of you who do want to complete their 200-hour yoga teacher certification this year, 100% online, then you do need to do both of those, both the Foundations of Teaching and the Self-Mastery series courses. And but you can just sign up for the Foundations now and then add the Self-Mastery series courses one at a time, if that's more accessible to you. Raquel, who's with me on this call, will pop the link in here so that you can see all the details about what different registration options are available to you. The course is going to start on March 27th. You're going to receive course material 2 times a week. So that'll give you time to digest the material between our calls, because we're also going to meet 2 times a week. And if you can't meet, I know it's not easy to find a time zone that works for everybody. I know right now, even Raquel and I are struggling. It's nighttime for me, it's morning for her. We're, you know, our Self-Mastery series community is spread all over the world. So we're not going to land on one time zone that works for everybody. We're going to do our best. And we're going to make sure that you get all of the live calls. You'll get replays for all of those calls. There's payment plans accessible to you, so please have a look at that. Again, Raquel will pop the link in here, and we're starting March 27th. If you want to fast track yourself, you can be done in as soon as 40 days. You don't have to. You can take the whole year. This offering, this one-time only offering from Yoga Alliance, is that you can get your certification online for this entire year up to December 31st. So if you want to spread it out, you're welcome to. We will be available to you during that entire time for questions. I will be there to answer your questions. Raquel, who's been working and training and teaching herself now for 10 years, will also be there. She's got a lot of experience with this work. And the students in the Self-Mastery series are also incredible in supporting each other. I'm just so impressed by how you guys are in there and really working together to get this work into your bodies and into your lives. So Raquel, you're probably busy already answering questions in the background, but maybe we could go over some of the questions you're seeing pop up a lot. If you want to hop on and say hello and tell people how they can ask questions.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. So if you do have a question, just pop it into the question and answer button, which is at the bottom of the screen. I have been furiously answering many questions so far. Gloria, I'm wondering if you can speak to what is the schedule? Like, are there, when are the live, what days of the week, and when are the classes, and how does it all work?
Yeah, absolutely. So how it all works is your first class is going to land in your inbox at 12 a.m. We use the universal time zone. So it's 12 a.m. UTC on March 27th. That's the first time we're going to meet together as a community. But generally every week you'll receive classes on Tuesday and Friday. And then we're going to meet for debrief, discussion, Q&A, everything from philosophy to technical aspects of the training. We will meet every week on Saturday and Wednesday. So, well, the live calls are going to be Saturday and Wednesday, and you get your course content released every Tuesday and Friday. And so you'll have a few days, you'll have half a week each week to integrate and get ready for the next class. But you don't have to move at that pace, but you can still join us for live calls during that time. It's really up to you how much time you want to take to do this work. Oh, and time of day. So the live calls on Wednesday are going to be 9 a.m. Pacific time, and on Saturday they're going to be 8 a.m. Pacific time, but replays will be made available for everybody.
Okay, perfect. And can you just talk about whether or not this teacher training is part of the self-mastery series, or how you're saying you can combine them, but are they separate?
Yeah. So the self-mastery series and the foundations of teaching stand alone. You don't have to do both, but if you are interested in doing your 200-hour certification, then you do need to combine the self-mastery series with the foundations of teaching to get your full 200-hour certification. And really, the value of that, aside from, yes, you get a certificate, and yes, you get all these bonus hours and all of that, the real benefit is that you do this very powerful personal development piece that complements all the work that you do in tools and techniques training. And actually, I forgot to mention, because so many people are here, I know our teachers are interested in teaching, we've also added 2 bonus classes to this training. One of them is with Destiny Berman, who's just a genius in helping people get their work online. She's a launch strategist, and if you're wanting to teach online, you really need someone to support you. Took me 5 years to find the right person to finally begin getting my work online. So it's a lot of time, wasted time, a lot of wasted money, and it was a very painful process. So I would highly recommend, if you're interested in joining us for the course, that you join us for that bonus class, and that'll be in the first couple of days of May. I will finalize that schedule for you. And I'm also going to be teaching a component on the business of yoga. Those of you who only know me from the online space might not know that part of my journey was running 4 yoga studios in Vancouver. We were the first in Canada to run a multi-style yoga studio. So I've done everything from spend years and years and years hiring, training teachers, speaking with thousands of students every week, because for the entire 25 years, I was at the receiving end of all of those emails from the customer service side of Semper Viva Yoga, as well as seeing students every single day in our studios, leading retreats around the world, doing trainings around the world. I've taught at Wanderlust, I've taught for Gaiam TV, even before it was Gaia, when it was my Yoga Online. So I have a long history in every aspect of yoga, from teaching, from being a global ambassador for Lululemon, from festivals to online work. So I would love to be able to share some of that with you. I know there's a lot of teachers here and you might have questions, and I'm really, really more than happy to share, all the ins and outs, the good, the bad, and the ugly of it all. And I know Raquel will add to that too, because she was an important part of our team in the studios.
Yes, I do miss the studios, but this amazing online community is it's really unbelievable. It's so amazing to meet people from all over the world. And even though we are all over the world, we feel so closely connected to each other because we're on this common journey, this goal together.
True.
Right?
So true.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting flooded with questions here. So I did pop in the link again into the chat if you do have any other questions, but I'm just scrolling through here quickly to see what else we haven't answered. If timing, if you can't do it right now, will you be offering it later in the year?
I don't know. I just have to see. I know I just don't know that we can do it later in the year because of the timing of the self-mastery series courses, and because I'm a little bit obsessive in how I release the course content. I really like to be there with everybody, taking the journey with them. Maybe at another point in time, I will just have pre-recorded content, but right now I really want to be in there with you, understanding. It's the same reason when I would teach in my classes, although technically the teacher is not supposed to do the classes with their students, I would always be doing the classes with you because I really want to be in there with you, experiencing what you're experiencing, feeling into what's happening and adjusting. That's the beauty of having the pre-record and the live component of the training, adjusting and really responding to current needs of what students need. So that's a long way of saying, I don't think we're going to be doing it later this year. I can't say 1000% for sure that'll be the case, but at the moment, I think it's just going to be now, just because of the way our courses run through the year.
Okay, thanks. And what do we need to do to complete the course? Like, is there an exam? How do we get?
Yeah, we have a multiple choice exam where you're going to be able to reference your manual. You're also going to be getting a really comprehensive manual that goes along with your training. Don't panic. It's really the multiple choice is to help you learn where to find information in your manual, to make sure you've got the basic concepts, and to make sure we check off check off the boxes that you know how to teach students safely. And we're also going to ask you to submit some classes. Just don't panic. It's all going to be very simple for you to do, but it really is important for us to know that you've got the safety aspects of this work down.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. Sorry, there's so many. It's great to see so much interest, and it's great to see that there are so many questions. I'm not sure if you covered this one already, but just about the timing of the course. Like you said, it's 40 days, but can you speak to how long the actual course is and when you need to complete it?
Yeah, so you have the freedom and flexibility to take right up to December 31st to complete the course if you want to get your certification, if that's something that interests you. If not, you can extend it as long as you want to. But to be honest with you, the way the course is set up where you're getting 2 classes, the classes are very cool actually, because what I've done is I've broken down this course into 10 modules. And within the 10 modules, I give you what I call sample classes. For example, you have a 3rd chakra sample class. And in that class, you're going to find a lot of the typical sequencing that I use in 3rd chakra activation classes. That class then becomes building blocks for you to create more classes with all the other tools that I provide for you. So there's one on new beginnings, those classes where I use that Satanama mantra, the Kirtan Kriya mantra, to create that type of a class. So there's just the way these classes are released, I feel that you're going to keep up on a lot of it. I think a lot of you will be surprised how quickly that you can finish, but you don't have to rush. Take your time if you want to, but I think you'll find, I think on average, most people will finish well within a 2-month time frame.
Okay, perfect. What if you work full time? How can you fit it in?
You can absolutely fit it in. It's good training to learn how to fit your yoga practice in when life is going on all around you. It will help you when if you are working, if you are really busy, it is these practices that help us when we go into work, when we're in that real life situation, assess, where am I wasting time? Where am I doing things I shouldn't be doing anymore? Where am I focusing my life force energy? This is what this practice is. It's a practice of learning how to manage your internal energy. So you stop wasting time. And so being busy, having a busy life is not an impediment. It'll actually help serve you, because you will identify what you should be doing and what you should let go of.
Okay, and there's another question. Do I have to be a yoga teacher to take this course, to embark on this journey?
No, absolutely not. When I started my training, I had no idea. that I would end up doing any of the things I ended up doing. I did not sign up for training because I wanted to teach yoga. I knew nothing about, I didn't even know yoga teacher training was a thing. All I knew was that I wanted to understand this practice because it created such profound internal shifts in me that were impacting my life. And so I wanted a deep dive. I didn't want to just take classes and go through this slow process of learning. I wanted to truly understand what the potential of this work was and to dive deeply into it. So that was my personal experience as well. I had no idea never even thought about teaching yoga. So if that's you, absolutely, you can learn so much that will benefit your life by getting onto this path.
Okay, and for those who are doing the full self-mastery series, does this course overlap with when Breakthrough Your Blocks starts?
No, we're going to finish right before Breakthrough Your Blocks. So you're going to see we start March 27th and we end on May 7th. So we finish just as we move into Breakthrough Your Blocks.
Okay, thanks. Will there be any in-person training in the near future?
I hope so. I don't want to set any dates at the moment just because of current conditions. So it's not looking that will be easy to accomplish in 2021, unfortunately. So we'll just have to do a little wait, see.
Okay, and is there a maximum capacity of how many you're letting into this course?
Well, the beauty of the online space is that we can work with a bigger capacity. It's always been my personal preference to work with large groups because I think it brings such, Kundalini is quite different from other practices. The more we're collectively working on something, there's this incredible synergistic energy that's created. I remember teaching a class one time, and there was almost 2,000 people in the room doing Kundalini, and it felt like the lid was just going to blow off the building. So there's something very cool about having us all working with this very, very dynamic energy. But if there's more people on the online course, we do have this synergistic effect that's still created, even though we're separated by space. But it will not impact the depth of experience for you because we'll make sure we have enough support that your questions are always being answered.
Okay, great. I think we've got most of it here.
Okay.
Sorry, still scrolling through.
No worries. Raquel and I will go through the chat and we'll make sure that we have a good look at all the questions and get back to any of you that, we can post about the most commonly asked questions. We can post about that in our Facebook pages and so on and so forth. And if you check out the link that Raquel has shared with you, there's a lot of information there. I'm really looking forward to the journey. As I said, I was a little resistant to put this module online because it was my opportunity to work in person with you, and I do miss that. But I also have realized through working with students since 2014 in this online space that there is an incredible depth of experience that we can create through this online community. And so I know it's going to be a very enriching experience for you. And for me, I always learn so much from you, and I'm so grateful for this community, and also Raquel for your support. I do believe you add so much to the community as well. So thank you for being here. Thank you for fielding questions for everybody. And yeah, and reach out if you have questions. The enrollment is going to close on March 25th. If you sign up today, you're going to get right into the pre-course platform. That'll give you a chance to look around, get familiar with it. It's a super, super easy to use course platform. And remember, even if you're not sure right now that you want to get your teacher training certification, you're going to earn course credits by signing up anyway, and you can decide somewhere along the way And just to remind you, this teacher training is set up completely uniquely. There are 2 distinct elements to it. This course right now that we're talking about tonight is the foundations of teaching Kundalini, all the why behind what we do, all the tools, the techniques, how do you, what meditations, what poses, what breath techniques do you use to affect different chakras, different emotional states, the health of the body, the health of the mind. That's the work that we're doing, creating classes, pairing different meditations with different classes. And then there's also the personal development aspect of the training. And it's the 2 combined that give you your 200-hour certificate. If you're not sure that's for you, you can sign up for the foundations now, and you can add the self-mastery series courses as we go along. So check out the link that Raquel has shared with you. There's lots and lots of information there. And please reach out. We're here to answer your questions. Satnam, and thank you so much for being here.